Also, again this year, the county passed a balanced budget without the severe cuts we are seeing at other levels of government. We continue to maintain our infrastructure as best we can, remain committed to projects that are important in the communities that we work together with our mayors and city councils. Projects like the Terminal Avenue Drain, the Marina Del Rey Long Beach Dredging Project, the Diamond Bar Public Library, Measure R projects, road repairs, park improvements, critical to maintaining the quality of life that we have all come to expect. I'm going to show you a few examples. Where'd that come from? Ready, steady, go! Ready, steady, go! They were running low on coffee, so we thought we'd elevate the music. These projects not only meet the needs of our local communities, but also add thousands of jobs that you can see and most importantly, support our small local businesses. In fact, a few months ago, the board adopted my motion to increase the bid preference from 5% to 8% for local small businesses which bid on county jobs and contracts. During these challenging times, when we all know that jobs are absolutely critical, we know that 2 out of 3 jobs here in the largest county in America are created by small businesses. This boost to help small vendors who want to do business with us, the county, and we're going to see them get more contracts as well. It also encourages them to that most important piece, and that's to hire more employees. But back to our budget. At over $23 billion, it is extremely challenging that given nearly 90% of our budget consists of programs that are mandated by the state and federal governments. On top of that, add the extra burden of state programs being realigned, our magic word today. A nice way of saying we're going to push down or shove down to local government the responsibilities of state government. For example, 2 months into it, we are already seeing the burden of having state prisoners brought into our system. Folks, I'm here to tell you, there is no room at the inn at our county jails. But a few months ago, we started receiving state prisoners. It's a state's way of balancing their own budget. We're currently getting about 800 prisoners per month, a huge number on top of an already overcrowded system. But the ramifications, and I try to tell folks, is, you just see this stuff play out in the newspaper. The ramifications of programs like this have long-term impacts than just our jails and what you read about and what we see in our jails. For example, in the city of Downey, or here today, a school-based probation officer is being reassigned from the schools to support all the prisoners we have coming into the county. The bottom line is here, we have a very incredible program there, and these kinds of interventions where we can provide to troubled kids early to keep them out of our system is suffering as a result of the state pushing these prisoners into our system. And that's just a piece. That's just a piece of it. Entitlement programs go with it. And the problem is minimal funding, obviously, to support those programs. While we have been very prudent and made consistent cuts each year, the impacts of the ongoing economic challenges are taking their toll. People who have lost their jobs or their homes are coming to the county for the very first time, desperate for help and utilizing the system, embarrassing to them for the very first time. With the crunch on our resources and near doubling of our caseload since 2007, we must be even more diligent about where and how our money is spent. For example, General Relief is a state-mandated program that requires counties to provide assistance to indigent adults who do not qualify for other benefits. Los Angeles County accounts for nearly 70% of the total statewide population receiving those benefits. And there are two routes for people to get off GR. Find a job, look for work, or go on Social Security disability. What we found in our review process is that nearly 1/3 of the assistance payments were being made to individuals who are not pursuing either path, but abusing the system. Requirements which are mandated for participation in the program. With the approval of the board, my motion directs our CEO, Mr. Fujioka, to put more stringent guidelines and measurements and follow-through into our General Relief program. But let me be very clear. This is not meant to punish anyone or punish those that are legitimately on General Relief. But we must put an end to the endless cash assistance for those who are not playing by the rules. I'm getting a lot of pushback from some legal advocates, but to me, it's simply not fair to those who truly need our system right now. As the ultimate safety net, you've heard me say that for 5 years, as the ultimate safety net, we have to be more aggressive about ensuring that scarce taxpayer resources are used to aid those most in need in our safety net. Another area where we are seeing increased and unsustainable demands on our system is health care. A few months ago, the board approved my motion to reform how we pay doctors at private hospitals when they have patients that cannot pay. This has been an ongoing problem for us as the number of people without insurance continues to arise. And you've heard me say this number before, over 2.5 million uninsured here in Los Angeles County. In addition, the state has pulled its support from this program. But we must stop putting Band-Aids on a situation that requires real reform. We must take the next step forward in improving our operations and how we manage emergency health care so that all residents of our great county who must visit an emergency room can expect the availability of services and quality that they truly deserve.